Hey everyone, welcome to Spiral into the Void. So for today's video, I wanted to talk about self-love and self-compassion, as well as compassion for other people and love for other people. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic is because yesterday I had a very big shift within me where I was like crying a lot and just feeling completely empty and hopeless, and that happens very often for me, but yesterday felt really different for some reason. And you know, it was this morning when I woke up and I allowed those emotions and everything to really sink in, is when I realized how much I lack compassion. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us have felt this when, you know, when our emotions become overwhelming, or the situations around us with the people become overwhelming. We lack compassion because we either have expectations for ourselves or for the people around us, and how we want them to act and what we want to get done, or how we want ourselves to act and what we want ourselves to get done. And when it doesn't get done, like, our initial reaction can be that of, you know, beating ourselves up for it, self-sabotaging, or getting angry at the people around us. And while in the moment it may seem valid, once you start to actually think about it, you realize, like, there's no reason for me to be acting this way with the people around me, or even towards myself. And I find that a lot of the times we get stuck in the 2D reality, viewing things from this perspective of being stuck and being separated from everything around us. Like the illusion of separation, not realizing that we are all one, we are all connected, which means that we are all divine. When we snap into those outerworldly feelings and we allow ourselves to be controlled by fear and guilt, and we allow ourselves to be controlled by these ambitions and these goals that no matter when we reach them or how we reach them, we're always going to keep wanting more, we kind of set ourselves up for that lack of compassion, because, you know, deep down we know that we're setting ourselves up to feel some sort of disappointment, but we're not allowing ourselves that, like, justice that we deserve, to tell ourselves, like, hey, this is what's happening, and you know that you're doing it again. So when these feelings, these overwhelming emotions, or the people around us come up, it's important for us to tune in to that compassion, to have that compassion for ourselves, and really honor where we are, whether it's in our journeys or where we are with the people around us. A lot of the times it's so easy for us to get sucked into that separation, and when we're in that sense of separation, we can't feel connected to other people, we can't feel empathy for other people. Instead, we feel this anger, or we feel this kind of, or we feel this kind of like butting heads feeling. The lack of compassion isn't allowing us that love energy. Love energy is so important to our growth, and if we don't allow ourselves to experience that energy of love, we're going to constantly be attracting this negativity, because we're perceiving this world in such a negative way. And when these emotions come up, like, I feel as if it's just like a test. Not to say that the universe is throwing tests your way. This is something that you have to perceive for yourself, as in, this is a test to see how far you can go with your compassion, how far you can take it. But don't force it upon yourself to be like, okay, next time I have to be more compassionate, because this, like, forcing is just causing resistance, which, when you don't meet that expectation you have for yourself, you're gonna start yelling at yourself or saying, damn, like, I should have been nicer to myself, when you're really just kind of going backwards if you think about it. Like, if life was meant to be forced, it wouldn't feel like a task, right? If compassion was meant to be forced, it wouldn't feel like a goal you have to write down every single day. If you were writing it down as a goal, okay, but don't use it as like, I have to be compassionate today, and if I'm not, then I have to find some way of punishing myself or starting tomorrow fresh. Like, compassion can be felt, or like, you can start to feel that way at any time of the day. And if you're not allowing yourself that, it's kind of backtracking in the sense of not realizing that it's okay to make, it's not even a mistake, to be honest. It's okay to fall back into those worldly feelings, but remember to snap back into the spiritual side of things and allow yourself to take care of yourself. That's not to say to put yourself in a victim mentality, but it's to say like, okay, honor what I'm going through right now, honor what I'm feeling right now, and to not let yourself feel hatred for the way that you feel, or feel as if you don't have this like love for yourself anymore because of the way that you feel. And when these emotions come up, they're asking to be acknowledged for a reason, not to cause you more pain. Like a lot of the times when I feel these emotions come up and I'm like, why does my mind, why does the universe want me to feel all of this fucking pain? Like, I just feel tired of it. But it's asking to just be acknowledged and for you to finally put that compassion. And as you start to practice that, these emotions won't feel so overwhelming or as if they're driving you into a place of insanity. Instead, like, acknowledging them and actually listening to yourself as to why you're feeling this way will slowly allow you to grow and to cultivate that love for everything around you. The way that you can really cultivate this compassion is like actually relating to the people around you, actively listening to them and understanding what they're feeling and trying to relate to that feeling. Because if you're just blindly giving people compassion, you're not really feeling it. Like, the energy is where the compassion actually lies. If you're constantly putting forward this resistance energy and this energy of I just want them to understand that I care, you're not fully allowing that vibration to enter your being and therefore not allowing it to vibrate to the people around you. Forgiveness and acting out of kindness can really bring that compassion, and slowly you'll start to notice the change within you and the things that you start attracting, and your perception starts to change. And when these emotions start to come up, they don't feel so overwhelming. They feel as like a blessing, because like, wow, like, thank you for showing yourself to me and revealing like what's keeping me blocked. And instead of becoming overwhelmed by it, you greet it with love and you acknowledge the pain that you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Give yourself that compassion and understanding, not only of your own pain, but even of the pain of the people around you. And the last thing that I want to leave you guys with is this card that I pulled out today. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. And one more thing I wanted to say is that compassion, when I say about other people and about forgiveness, it's hard to forgive ourselves for things that we've done that maybe we feel a little bad about, or we feel a little embarrassed about, or guilty. And it's hard to forgive other people that have hurt us or wronged us, but we need to see it from a perspective of they were hurting and we were hurting, and this is how we were dealing with it, and that's how they were dealing with it. And it's not to say to excuse the behavior, but it's to put that energy out there that, okay, that this happened, it was not right at all, but honestly I have to see it from a point of they were hurting and I need to slowly forgive it, as long as it's going to take, but to remember to forgive, because that compassion and that love energy will attract such amazing blessings towards you. But you need to allow yourself to open up to it, and it's not an easy journey, but I will be here for you guys because I'm on the same path as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, I just did not know what to post because I was in such a dark place, but yeah. So thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow, please do. Don't forget to spiral into the void, and peace out.